Welcome back, folks. So, this man is Teddy Roosevelt. Now, he is going to become a war hero as a result. He fights in Cuba to help the Cubans gain their independence from Spain. And we weren't just fighting in Cuba, we're going to go on and attack Spain wherever they are in the world. All the former colonies that were Spanish are going to be under assault by the United States. Now we're going to fight in the Philippines. We're going to fight on other Pacific islands. So in this video, I'm going to break down how America came into possession of various territories around the globe from the Spanish American War and other instances. So in the Caribbean, as a result of the Spanish American War, America annexes Puerto Rico. Annex is a fancy word meaning we took control of it. We administer Puerto Rico to this day. Now, after we kicked the Spanish out of the Caribbean, we don't annex Cuba. We don't. We have every right to interfere in her business, though. So we run the show here, but we don't own it. We do own Puerto Rico. Now, America's not just gaining territories from the Spanish-American War in the early 1900s. Take a look at this map. See, American businessmen wanted to be able to ship from East Coast to West Coast. Now, problem was they would have to go all the way down around South America. A much quicker way would be to dig a big old hole right down the middle of Panama. Now, problem was Colombia, the country of Colombia, owned Panama at the time. They were running the show there. So, U.S. President Teddy Roosevelt, he's going to encourage a revolution in Panama against Colombia. And he's not only going to encourage it, he's going to send Marines down to actually actively help. So down in Panama, Panama gets its independence from Colombia, and they are so thankful to us that they allow Teddy Roosevelt to begin building the Panama Canal. Now, remember, this is all in an effort to support American business. So now we have influence in Panama. Over on the Hawaiian Islands, Hawaii had a queen, okay, Queen Liliuokalani. She'd been there forever. All right. Problem was, American businessmen, see the pattern, wanted to grow fruit there. Now, this guy is of the Dole family. If you've heard of Dole, that's the fruit company a lot of you get your bananas and pineapples from. He wanted to grow a lot of stuff in Hawaii. Problem was, Queen Liliuokalani did not want these businessmen using her territory for their benefit. So she says no. Mr. Dole here and other American business interests managed to convince the United States government to back them up. The United States sent Marines over to Hawaii, and they forced the Queen at gunpoint to sign a treaty handing over control of her islands to the businessmen. And America ends up annexing Hawaii. This is not part of the Spanish-American War, but this is happening at the same time frame. So now America is expanding in Latin America, in the Atlantic, and now in the Pacific. Back to the Spanish-American War, we actually fought against the Spanish in the Philippines. Their fleet was very old and out of date, so we defeated them easily in the Battle of Manila Bay. Now America controls islands over in Asia. All right. If it weren't for a revolution a few years later, this might be the 51st United States. Also, as a result of the Spanish-American War, we get Guam. Guam's going to become a very important piece of history when we get to World War II, but more on that in a few units.